Hello there and welcome to Space Engineers, with me, Spot. Now, I know every man and their dog has done a playlist or a series on sort of solo survival with Space Engineers. There's loads of guys that have done multiplayer survival on here, and even sort of role-playing stuff as well. There's a lot of guys that do role-playing stuff. Me, I thought, what the hell, I love the game. I'm just trying to get stuff onto YouTube. I thought, why not? You know, if I'm not putting Dota 2 stuff on, which is usually the custom games, as opposed to matches, just because I like a change. Yeah, so I thought, why not? You know, this is what I play in between posting videos for Dota 2. You know, I'm constantly on Space Engineers, so what the hell? Why not? I'm putting my 2 pence worth in as well. Jump straight in then. If you don't know what Space Engineers is, it's a big sandbox game by these guys, Keen Software House. They're absolutely fantastic. They're rolling out patches every single week, and this has been going on for I don't honestly know. I first picked up a copy of this when it first came out hundreds of millions and thousands of years ago. We had like, I don't know, half a dozen blocks, and it kind of put me off because I didn't see the point of it. However, I've jumped back into it recently, and I gotta say, I adore it. The stuff you can do on it is just literally, you're just limited to your own imagination. I'm not a really Minecraft kind of person, if I'm honest. Let's just turn that down because that's blasting in my ears. I'm not really a Minecraft kind of guy, so I'm gonna compare this slightly to Minecraft, but more sci-fi, I guess. And it looks prettier. I don't get, you know, why people play Minecraft, but then I don't play it myself, so that's all. You know, I can understand why people do go and play a game like Minecraft because I play Space Engineers. You know, but I've never really played Minecraft, so I don't really get the hype. Which is fine because I know it's a massive game and there's a lot of people who love it. So, we've got the latest build. It is the 29th of April today, or April the 29th if you're across the pond. This is the 64-bit version, and there we've got the build number. So, literally, we're going to jump straight on in, change a couple of options. I don't want that, I've already done it. In fact, let's just double check. I don't really care about the, yeah, that's right. The UI, the user interface background opacity, is basically, you'll see it later on. You see how this blue box, you know, it's opacity, so it fades away. You gotta it does come in handy to be able to see through that menu, especially when you're building stuff, blueprints and projectors. Anyway, so, but I like to turn it up a little bit, otherwise you can't really see the edges. Not that you need to see the edges when it comes to the menu, but when you get the search boxes where you want to type, it is handy to see. Okay, displayed, as you can see I've got an R9 380, not the fastest card in the world, but it does its job. Full screen, that's fine, that's fine. Graphics, now this is what I want. Now, what did I change before? Field of view, default 70, yeah, that doesn't really matter, I'm happy with that. Quality preset, yeah, we'll go high, why not? Shadow content, foliage details, and I think that is what I turned down before, and it helped. Grass density, yeah, I don't want tons of grass. Screw me over. I did actually consider about completely knocking off the music on this, because I did post a short video on it before, and almost tried to get slammed by those beautiful third-party companies that tried to stick a copyright ban on me. Didn't work because these fantastic people, Keen Software House, turn around and actually openly say in their press packs that yes, they own all the music and you can publish whatever you want as long as you're not making a mint on it, but if it goes on YouTube then fantastic. It gets these guys publicity and it gets you publicity. You know, everyone's a winner. That's common sense in my mind, to be honest, but you still get idiots out there that try and sponge as much money as possible off you. Anyway, right, okay, no, I'm going to delete that. That is literally just a misclick. Right, we want a new world. Tutorials you can run through. Quick start, this is where I went through with a misclick earlier. The quick start is literally creates a new world using default settings. I'm not going to read everything on the screen, assuming you guys can read. If not, pause it, take a look. Yeah, it's in creative mode. There's 2 modes in Space Engineers. Again, I don't know if this is what it's like in Minecraft. Don't know. But So you've got creative, where you can literally just slap anything down, you're never going to die. It's ideal for building stuff, you know, you don't need to get resources, it's you're being creative. You've got everything on your fingertips. And then obviously you've got survival, where you have nothing. Well, you do start with something, but you've got to basically fend for yourself. Scenarios. Now, there are a couple of scenarios which I don't seem to have. Oh, there we are. Hello. Don't know what that was all about. I'll have a look at that later. But yeah, so basically you could jump in if you wanted to, you know, mix things up a little bit. And there are some guys that have actually made scenarios for it, which is cool. I haven't really checked them out just yet. Maybe I will in another video. We'll see. So we're going to go custom world. We're going to name it... What are we going to name it? Let's be really, really boring. Name it... Only because that's the year that the so-called Wikipedia entries flash up on the screen, which I'll see if they load in. I want to go survival. Online mode. I'm going to keep it private. The reason why I keep it to private and not offline is because if you start a game in offline mode, you can never get online. You can never invite anybody in. That's it. However, if you go private, nobody knows that you're online. You're not necessarily online. However, you can then always change the profile so that you can invite players on. So you can make it online, so to speak. Friends, yeah, self-explanatory. Friends only friends on Steam, and public is any man and their dog can jump in. But yeah, I keep it private for now. If I want somebody to jump in, fantastic, I can always change it. Max players, doesn't really matter for now. I'm just going to put it back to default. Environment hostility. Now, if I'm honest, I'm going to be boring as hell on this one, and I'm going safe. It's simple, and you'll see why. The environment hostility, that's purely because every now and then you will get a meteor shower, which will come down and completely obliterate and destroy everything that you have possibly made. I don't want that. That annoys me. I don't... Some people like the challenge, I guess, but when you start out and everything gets destroyed, you're screwed. Game over. You start whinging, start crying, and just it kind of spoils your day. So I always leave it safe. Again, there are other options. Autosaves. I'm going to turn that off, only because autosaves are good if you can remember that it's autosaving. Because I've built stuff before, or I've gone and misclicked something, or I've accidentally destroyed something that's going to come towering down, destroyed everything, then all of a sudden at the bottom of the screen it says the world's just saved, and you think, oh shit. So I tend to leave it off, and I tend to save myself at regular intervals, to be honest. Scenario edit mode, we're going to leave that off. Now mods, fantastic modding community out there. I've literally recently just binned a whole whack of loads. These are the guys that I tend to use more than anything else. This is going to be completely vanilla. By that I mean this is going to be completely and utterly mod free. Because what the hell? Why not? Otherwise I'll just end up keeping slapping more and more mods on, half of them I don't use, and it's just... Yeah. So survival, I've got to make sure that's checked. Inventory size 10. Yeah, again, a lot of people don't like this, and they turn around like to think, well, if you're gonna be really sort of true to the game, you know, you want to be, you know, your survival expert, put everything on realistic. To be perfectly honest, if I was actually a real space engineer where I had to use realistic time-ins, then yeah, you know, if I had the option to make things faster, I would. I'm not a space engineer. I'm a guy sat in front of a desk with a headset on talking to you guys on the net. Simple as. So, yeah, I'm dialing it up. Maximum objects. Now, again, this is a big bone of contention. Again, I'm not gonna spend forever on this, but let's pick a number. Let's go. There you are, 264. Brilliant. Limit world size unlimited. Simple. Respawn will keep as default. View distances, I'm going to crank it to 30. Now, day duration. Some people will keep it on 2. You can go down to 1 minute. I don't really see the point in 1 minute, but 1 day. Yeah, you can go for a full 1 day. But to be honest, I'm going to stick with. I'm going to go. Let's go 2 hours. So 2 hours of daylight, real time now. 2 hours of daylight, 2 hours of night light. No. 2 hours night, 2 hours day. Simple. There you have done. Now I know I'm going to get some shit for this next bit, but I'm turning thruster damage off the number of times I've burned my ass on it. If I was a real space engineer, I would know not to go near the friggin' engines or the thrusters. Spiders, I'm going to leave the drones on. I'm turning off cyberhounds for now. It's just for now. I'm just getting started. I'm comfortable with the game. I am not comfortable with the cyber hounds just yet, if I'm honest. We will get that. We'll get to it eventually. Don't get me wrong. But you know, until that time, I'm turning it off because I've got the option to. Okay. We'll generate a bit quick, right? Asteroid amount. I know we're going to be landing on a planet. However, I do plan on getting in space. I want high density and lots of them. Flora density. Yeah, I've tried this with none. It looks boring as hell. Tried it with low. It looks boring. Medium is my happy medium. High is too much, and extreme is just ridiculous. It just gets on your nerves. Oh crap! Before I forget, you've got all your scenarios on the side. I almost hit easy start Earthing, which I can't stand, to be honest. Before I upgraded, you know, sort of my machine, upgraded the CPU and the graphics card, and before that, it was a pretty alright system. I always used to play Lone Survivor, and loved it. But you're just in space, and it's space alone. So we're gonna go for the star system. Hopefully to land on one planet, which you will see in a minute once this loads. You land on one planet, and basically, well, yeah, the solar system's your oyster, I guess. You can do what you want, as you want, when you want, how you want. Again, it's completely vanilla, so I'm going to have to remember that, because I know there's one or two things I tend to automatically use. Oh, right, we're here. Right, okay. So, jump out. This is our lander. Oh, there's a nice big pond there. Ignore that message on the screen. That's what I forgot. Right, first things first. I'm going to quickly, before... Oh, no. Brain freeze. I want F. Yeah, right, let's jump on the seat. Let's take my helmet off. And I can jump back in. No, okay. The next thing I want to do is I want to find, and you'll see why, my backward facing reverse thrusters. I shall call them reversers. Must we just be that? Then I can go to the bar group. I'll explain all this later on. Brilliant. And let's just double check. I should turn them off. Marvellous. I've turned these two engines at the front off. And you'll see why. Because where do I want to go? Very much like that. Do I mark? Oh, that's it over there. Because they are the things that's going to stop me. But yeah, they're going to stop me. Simple. I've got the two engines. Oh, if only you can see my bloody fingers, you can't. I've got two engines there and there. Yeah, this is the way we're going. We are now forward facing. So, if I turn off these engines here and here, it literally just means if I edge the nose forward, that's the way it's going to go. Because these two large atmospheric thrusters are going to keep me up in the air. However, the direction of my nose is going to be pitching a downwards angle, which means I'm not going to have those two thrusters on the far ends at the top, stop me or slow me down. But I have the option to turn them on, so I can use them as brakes. As you can see, they're off. Press 3, they come back in, and you'll see that they'll eventually start slowing down. We are currently... Oh, no, actually, no. So, well, yeah, we're just self-sustaining. Yes, we are. Yes, we're climbing. That gauge there, sort of 3,520. Yeah, anyway. In meters is basically the distance between you and the ground. So that will change depending on the terrain. You'll notice if I go over a cliff, it could be, I don't know, 50 meters. As soon as I drop off the edge, you can go up to 1,000. And likewise, the fact that you could be at 50 meters 1 minute, if you don't see the cliff and you decide to go plowing into it, you'll just be from 50 and all of a sudden shoot up because the terrain on a plumb line straight down is what that really is. I'm pressing the Alt key to move the mouse around to have a look to see what it's about. I can't really see much because again, I think the sun is setting, which is outstanding. So I'm struggling to see, and obviously the sun's over there. I did have a mod before for Skybox, which kind of showed a half-destroyed Death Star in the sky. I can't remember the guy who published it. It's mostly well known on the movie. I will have to try and get all his name and put it in the description. But again, I'm not using it, so I'm not using any mods whatsoever. I kind of wish I used a speed mod first. Yeah, let me just kind of scouting out now. I'm just looking. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, there you go. Where to land? So my options are I can go and land on top of one of those bridges, which would be fine. But they've added new sounds as well. It's so cool, I don't know if you can hear that. It's on the entrance. That is so cool. Yeah, so what was I saying? I could land on one of the ridges, which is fine. It means, you know, I'll get pretty good sunlight because I'm planning on building solar panels. Those engines are so cool. However, it means at the start of the game anyway, I might be slightly limited, as, you know, to drop down and or I go landing on a big flat plain, which is brilliant for resources, but if you're surrounded by mountains, then that can be a bit of an issue when it comes to providing power. They do say that uranium, again you get three types of resources. Uranium is used as a fuel source in your reactors. They do say that uranium is supposed to be quite rare on a planet. I don't think it is. I've always never struggled to find uranium on a planet. However, I always prefer solar panels and batteries because I'm a lazy sod and I can't be bothered to go out and mine uranium. I will do though, because I do like to have a bit of backup, so that if I do run out of juice in the batteries, I can always flick the switch in the reactor and it'll charge the batteries or run the stuff that they need to. So on board this ship, you will have a timer block, a programmable block, which come in very handy. I might use scripts in this, I don't honestly know, to be honest. I'm struggling to see. Oh, I don't know. The thing is, if I land here, I'm going to be able to land there. Let's go. Yeah, programmable block, which is fantastic to use scripts, which is in C#, I believe. So all you code junkies can get your teeth stuck in. And there are some fantastic scripts, and I mean utterly fantastic scripts. I don't know if you can see it where the I don't know where the crosshair is now. There's a dark patch. Now some dark patches, that's right, indicate ore deposits. You'll tend to get veins of certain minerals deposits. So it hopefully, or is that just going to be grass? It's just going to be grass, and hopefully, as long as we don't crash, I can skim over it. It might flash up some of it. No, not too fast. Yeah, you'll see with me. We'll get plenty of time with it. Anywho, right. These are all like bird trees. You see, now if I land here, I've got all that ridge there. It's going to be stopped from getting sunlight. It's not going to stop me from getting sunlight, and eventually get someone who's above me. However, just means that I might be limited to the duration of sunlight I get, because as the sun comes up, it's obviously going to be covered by that. So as the sun goes up, or if the sun goes down, I'm not 100% sure on the. I'm just doing this just to gain off some speed. I'm going basically land here. I've decided. You can see speed in your bottom right hand corner of the screen. That's what I didn't do. You've got a reactor on board of this as well, and some batteries. So what I should have done, really, was turn off the reactor, but never mind. Let's just use the battery. It doesn't matter. Turn the landing gear off because otherwise it auto locks when you land. And it is dark. It is at night. Press the C key. Whoop. Right battery. Nah, don't have that battery. Okay. 12. In fact, I think no. Let's try that again. Oh, fantastic! That's. This is why I hate landing at night. Okay, no worries. It happens. Right, lock the landing gear with. Let's make sure I'm done. 4, gap underneath the ramp. Okay, right, sorry. P, we're locked. Y, turn everything off. Let's go. What did I lose in actually? I lost 2 landing gear and that was it. They don't really cost much to make, so I'm kind of happy with that. But we shall see. So Mira's is a bit laggy. Right, hang on. Let's sort some stuff out. Right, let's find my batteries. Let's turn them off so you don't leave them on that. I want you to open. Right, let's discharge. Ah, it does help if you turn the batteries on. There we are, fantastic. Press the F key, no, T key. Press open. I hate that door, that's going to be one of the first things that go in. Right, let's check out this distance. Let's put my lights on. And I need to change my colour. What is the gap there looking like? Oh, it's fine. Ah, it's perfect. That's okay. Well, it's not perfect, no, but... Right, let's get everything turned off. Air vent can go off. Assembler for now can go off. Batteries can stay on. Beacon, that can go off because we'll set our own GPS markers. In fact, what time is it? I don't know if I've... Oh, it's fine. We're okay. We're okay. Flight seat, that can stay on. It's not drawing anything. Gyroscope, we can turn that off because we're not flying. Interior lights, they can go off because they're just going to use. No. Landing gear can stay on. Atmospheric thrusters, off. Off. LCD panels can go off. Medical room can stay on. All detector can go off. Oxygen generator and tank, well... I'm planning on using quite a bit of hydrogen with the jetpack, so I'll leave it on. Programmable block, I'm not using it. Refinery can definitely go off. Sliding door, now that it's open, can go off. And then all these thrusters go off. Cargo containers don't draw power. Small reactor is off anyway. And the timer block doesn't use power. I'll turn it off. Just for good measure. Let's see how much uranium I've got left. 0.3 of a kilo. This is what you start off with. So that, well, in fact, this panel just here, if I had it turned on, would tell you what you've got. There we are. So it'll tell you that. Hey, keep still. These cargo containers hold basic tools, ammunition, and enough components to build 6 solar panels, 2 batteries, a flight seat, and also enough steel plate to make an armor block platform. Now, what I'm going to do, to be perfectly honest, is, if I remember the key, there we are, I'm going to change colour of my suit. What colour should we go? Don't want white. Engineers are always... ooh, it's orange. No value. No, do I want dirty orange? No, let's go slightly orange. Okay. What are we doing? Okay. Not bad. That'll do. Perfect. Right. So, what I am now going to do is basically go around and absolutely bastardize and kill stuff and destroy stuff in here that I don't actually need. Because I prefer to have the components and start building my own stuff. So, hopefully, the next time you see us, we should have stripped down what I don't need, dumped it into a cargo container. Because it's not exactly daylight, so I'm not going to worry too much about charging the batteries, because they have quite a bit of time on them. They have 96 days. Marvellous. That's obviously because I'm not running anything. But yeah, I'm going to strip the place down for what I don't need on this strip. Excuse me. On this ship, and I'll then yeah, strip it down. Stick all the components into a cargo container, and then from there we shall possibly look at building a mini platform with a couple of batteries and a solar panel, and then start transferring things like the assemblers or the assembler and the refinery over onto our brand new platform. So let me know what you think so far. Give me some ideas, give me some suggestions, give me some comments. Let me know where you want to see this go. Eventually, you know, an end game. You know, do you want to stay on the planet? Do you want to build a massive metropolis on the planet? Or do you want to just build a ship as quickly as possible and up sticks and bugger off? You'll see that we don't have any platinum on the planet, so we're going to have to get into orbit for that. But that's not too hard. Or do you want to see about conquering Earth, the Earth-like planet? Jumping up, conquering the Moon, jumping up, conquering Mars, and then onto the alien planet, which I've never actually looked at. Played a bit with the Mars planet, never had a look at the alien planet. So there's quite a bit. But again, give me your comments, give me your suggestions, bang a like, hit a subscribe, and you'll get a notification of whenever I post this up anyway. At a bare minimum, these should be up every couple of days. If not, I will promise you and absolutely guarantee you a weekly video. As well as other stuff. The Dota 2 stuff should carry on anyway, because that's easy enough to do. But let me know how you get on. Let me know how you get on. No, let me know how I get on. Anyway guys, let's just see you all soon, and give us a like.